Hey everyone, what's up? Toxic back again with Firefall news. 1.7 is out now and I'm really happy about this because we got Devil's Task back. Obvious update Devil's doing, so yeah, Devil's Task is back. I'm happy. And with Devil's Task we got a level cap increase to 45. We got the new Devil's Task world event. Um, yeah, where you first have to free some court scientists and soldiers that are kind of captured by Chosen or Ophanim, depending in what area they were. Then second phase, the court will send some dropships, and you have to defend some sites to give the court the chance to evacuate as many scientists as possible. And then for the third part, you have to get to several, sites along the Tusk, the beach, and not only the beach, there are on several places over Devil's Tusk. As I mentioned very often already, I will make a complete video about this whole event. But basically you have to get to those sites, man the anti-air turrets and shoot down as many chosen planes as possible. And some people have to get into dropships, they will fly into the volcano, that's kinda prison from the chosen, and fight their way all the way down, and yeah, basically get some captured scientists out there and bring them safely back to the Vanguard. So yeah, that's the world event. As I mentioned, I will make a complete video about this. Then we have some changes for combat. Also something we already talked about as far as I'm aware. It's that they removed the resistance, so you still have the effective damage type against some enemies, but they removed the resistant type, so your weapon will always be fun, and you're not punished for using, for example, a necro weapon against Chosen. So now you can use whatever weapon you want, or get a lot of weapons with different types of damage to always have the right weapon with bonus damage for the specific type of enemy you're going to fight. And this sure won't work all the time in the open world, but for dungeons, missions, operations, you basically know what enemies are coming next, so you can choose your weapons or just use the one weapon you like the most. You're not punished for having some fun. Then instances, sure, we got Homecoming, and Challenge and Hardcore versions, and the normal version of course. Baneclaw is back, we already talked about this one, 10 people, and it's a 45 instant boss fight. Nothing too special here, I already uploaded a video about the boss fight. We already talked about all the weapons, and of course I will show them as soon as I got my hands on them. So that we just don't talk about them, so that you're basically able to see what's going to happen when you use them. Then, right, hardcore campaign levels and loot got raised to 45, hardcore operations level and loot raised to 45, Jericho level raised to 45, and now something pretty interesting and, in my opinion, great thing. Jericho now rewards module credits per round. And yeah, every 5 rounds you get more module credits, and this is actually a pretty awesome thing because after some time you just know how many module credits you get, and you're not depending on your luck getting some rare modules after 2 hours of camping. So you'll actually get module credits, take those module credits out to a vendor and buy those specific modules you want to have. This is a really great thing. I like it. Well done. And they're still monitoring the reward of Jericho, and they're may update it in the future, but we'll see. For now, we are granted with module credits, and this is awesome. For sure, link to this complete blog is in the video description as usual, so I'm skipping a lot of this stuff because we already talked about it, or it would be just too much to talk about. As usual, link is in the video description. Then for PvP, we also talked about it in the last episode of Firefall News. Team Deathmatch is available with a new map, Refinery. 2 teams are each 5 people will fight against, and the team scores with the most, or when first team hits the score limit will win, or the team with the more kills when the time runs out. So basic team deathmatch. And they greatly increased the amount of experience earned for both participating and winning PvP match, because in 1.6 you got some XP, but that's it. That was absolutely not the reason for doing PvP. And now you'll actually get a lot of XP just for playing, and even more for winning. And winning will also grant you 3 rare items, and with a small chance of epic. And winning will also reward you with 2 rare armor, weapon, ability or module cases. And participating is basically 2 rare items with a small chance to upgrade to epic. And participating will reward 1 rare armor, weapon, ability, armor or module case. So basically -1. The winner will get +1 of all these. So let's say it this way. Sorry, it's in the middle of the night and I'm really fucked up right now. But as I mentioned, link in the video description if you want to read everything for yourself. Yeah, then we got a lot of new PvP store items. I will show off them as soon as I can and get my hands on them. Or find someone who actually has some of these. And they also took down some prices, so lowered them. For example, the radioactive war paint, the awesome black-green one, cost 12,000 with 1.6, and now it's down to 425. And this is a really reasonable price, so yeah. Then there are several other new items here. Some of them look pretty damn awesome, and there's also a big Kahuna glider pad in there, and from the preview I saw, this is just insane and I need it. And yeah, there's also a one-use mobile Tinker station for 30 tokens, and as far as I'm aware, you can buy one for red beans, a permanent one, a reusable one. I think it's 320 red beans, but don't call me out on this. But there is a reusable one. I don't know the real price right now. Then for items, we have some changes. Salvaging modules will return crystite. This is a pretty good thing because back then you didn't get anything of this. A lot of changes for vendors. Added rare abilities and added some more abilities that missed, and yeah, just a lot of stuff. To yeah, just some vendor updates, nothing too special. And then for game system, kinda, we have yeah, the XP curve for elite ranks. We had several videos about these already. And just for an example, I went in the update with 319 and now I'm 240, 270. I think it was 273. So I did not lose too many. And all my points were reset. You can set them, yeah, right after logging in. But when you log in for the first time after the update, just make a relog to give the script the chance to do its work. So do a relog and then start putting in your points again. You got all your red beans back that you spent for rerolling. and they also implemented a system that will skip the animation, the loading animation for all the elite ranks until you have only 10 points left. So you can basically spam all the points in there and don't have to wait too long for all the stuff loading. This is also a great thing, really have to say. Then they finally implemented some extra unlocks, for example, rare armor caches, module caches, weapon caches, ability caches, crystite, credits, tinker tools, and key fragments as common unlocks, so the basic unlocks, and also rare unlocks with, again, rare caches, epic caches, even legendary fragment caches, even more credits and crystite, and key fragments, complete security keys, and golden tinker tools, so great stuff here. Then some elite ranks that changes, basically that some stats, it takes longer to drop down from 0.5 to 0.4, and this, then they capped out some other stats that you can't get infinitive bonus there. All the infos are in here, seriously. If you want exact information about these, you really have to read yeah, all the stuff here by yourself. Then an overall information about performance. They fixed a lot of stuttering problems. They reduced install size about 1.6 gigabyte, which is basically a lot. So 1.6 gigabyte less on your hard drive and even to download, as I get this right. And they also made some improvements that you don't need so much game data in your RAM. So even systems with lower RAM will have less problems. For example, most known problem is glitching through the ground and falling and falling and falling all the time. This is basically a problem for not having enough RAM. And these problems should be improved. They're not completely fixed, but they should happen way less than before. And yeah, a lot of stuttering and texture problems got fixed and reworked, so pretty cool stuff here. For an interface, yeah, right, we have enhanced radar options again, like we had in 1.3. Sadly, we can't put it in square mode, but we can terrain gamma, we can rotate it, we can zoom in. They also added an option for kind of auto zoom, so when you come in fight, it will zoom in. But when you're, for example, on a vehicle driving just through some enemies, it won't zoom in. That you don't lose. That it won't affect your navigation. Let's take it away. It's written on here. Then for replays and spectator mode, you now can see the chat. Here is players that have 10 or more elite rank points to spend will skip. Interface animation, that what we talked about. Yeah, right over on the top. And yeah, elite points can now be spent if a player is not at maximum level. Seems like this would have been a problem, but since they fixed it before it even got a problem, yeah, you can set your elite rank points new with level 40 and then grind up to 45, so great stuff here. Then some more bug fixes with particles spawning randomly and despawning, effects not where they should be, some console problems, a lot of combat fixes. Yeah, I won't go through all of them, just really a lot of combat fixes, a lot of open world fixes, even some instance fixes, for PvP some fixes, a lot more interface fixes, and even more item fixes. So they fixed really a lot of stuff, and one fix I really have to talk about it is, you know, the watchtowers on the upper floor. You have or had this small little entrance you couldn't use. Now we finally can use it again. That's the most important fix ever. No, seriously, they really fixed a lot of stuff. As I said, it's a really long list. So if you want exact infos, more infos, head over to the site. Link is in the video description, or just type it from up here if you want to type. Or just go to firefall.com, the forums, you will find your way. Easiest way is in the video description. And with this said, I'm out. Thanks for watching, and we see you soon. Bye.